Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Roll Speaks, and today we will be discussing how to create AI agents using V0. And we have been seeing V0 and also the tools like Replicate, Cursor, and all other AI agents has been becoming more popular and popular these days. So in order to make sure, I want to create a project entirely on web coding, starting from ideation to MVP stage. And also, I want to make sure to show how we will be integrating databases and also in databases using Supabase. And also in this video, I'll show how we can create our MVP even though you don't know the coding. And let's start with the video. Oh. I'll be screen sharing and showing you how everything everything works. And before that, and I want to show how like what are the things are important pretty much in the space of AI at the moment. See, basically, if you want to generate a website using AI agents at the moment, we can use wrappers or else IDE generators. So here we need to know what are the wrappers and IDE generators. Wrappers are the ones which uses ChatGPT or like Claude LLM tools like Claude, and they generate the code and they'll be helping you to run in their existing platform. So the like wrap I'll be mentioning a few examples for wrappers here. Like wrappers examples are V0 and Replit, Lovable, or Lovable, or few wrappers right now, and yeah, Volt also. These are the few wrappers present at the moment, and like do you and next comes the wrappers are usually mostly are two types. So one is a prompt based, and another is one from design to design from designing. And he'll be showing like I can see you. I guess you can see a picture out here. So these are the tools which I mentioned right now. The wrappers which I mentioned at the moment. So let us bring the wrappers out here, and we can give input either from, let's draw a graph, and we can give input either from prompt or from design through Figma. These are the ways at the moment we can give input to the wrappers, in which they will be generating our code for the website, either for website or for the generation of the tools. So after that, I'll be showing right now how at the moment how automation and agents are working at the moment. So initially, we will be using either prompts or Figma to generate the code using wrappers. And after using wrappers, we'll be getting initial version of the website which we are seeking of. And once we got our initial version, we'll be using develop like a new UI component. We will be editing our components either from 20%.dev, or else like we can. There are pretty well a few other component tools which we can replace with the AI generated ones. And also, after once we are done with this, we'll be using authentication. Like what we'll be adding features for our website. And also, once we are done with the adding the features to our website, we can add databases and also test the app. So before let's see how we will be creating using prompt. So while creating using prompt, we need to make sure a checklist call. We can use it call like a we usually call it as MVP generated checker generated doc. In this generated doc, we'll be having the all the requirements for our website, which either we'll be having like what are the features to be mentioned, what are the pages to be mentioned, and also the prompt which we are going to give to the wrapper to generate the code. So let us take an example, and I'll be showcasing you how we will be generating it in the using wrappers. So let's generate an app for the shoe store, like where they'll be selling shoes, and also for this shoe store, let's create a document. document in the sense we just need to note it down the main points what we are going to add, and let's make it as a pages. Let's create the pages which we'll be creating for our website. So first one is we need to have home page, and also shoe collection page, like where all the shoes will be shown, and also we need sign in and sign up, sign in page. Okay, sign in or sign up page authentication, and we need cart page, and also we also need a cart page. Along with the cart page, we also need the payment gateway to integrate into the platform, and also we as we need profile page, and also we need orders page to view the previous orders, and also these all things we can use. Wrappers will be creating all itself, and we also need a database for. We'll be using database for authentication and also storing the records of our data. I guess we got a pretty well initial page, and let's copy this. What we're gonna do is let's copy this, and also you can see like I haven't designed anything. I just created the required pages of my website which we are creating right now for shoes, and also we have finalized that we are going to use the database. So let's I'll also show an image out here where you can see here we will be designing, and also backend, we will be using for database, we're using Supabase. Usually, all the wrappers use Supabase as it is no code, open source, and free database tool. And here, let's come back to the our example. We have for shoe store, we have generated all the home pages and database, and also we have seen all the pages. And let's jump into the wrapper, and let's use V0. Today we are using V0, and just we will be writing a basic prompt out of which I will show how we can generate the we can how we can optimize our prompt. And also I'll be showing. So let's just give a prompt like I want to create an website for a shoe store. I want to create a website for shoe store with authentication and database using Supabase, and also make sure you generate the SQL codes which we need to be running in Supabase, and using Supabase also generate SQL codes for Supabase. See, and we just give a basic prompt, and here you can see enhanced prompt option, which is inbuilt option in V0. Just let's enhance our prompt. You can see we need to develop a comprehensive e-commerce which for a store using Next.js, incorporating authentication. And also you can see sign-in page and a cart page, implement authentication to secure and manage. Here, what the prompt enhancer in V0 does is it enhances our prompt based upon the prompt which we initially gave, and also you can see all the how it has enhanced our prompt. You can see the previous prompt which we have just in bits of our command, and let's generate the website. I have given the prompt; it is generating the website, and also in meanwhile I'll discuss few things out here. So as in between, like it takes some time for the generation of the code. I will be discussing few things what we have to done, what we have to do in meanwhile. See, in meanwhile, we will be creating a database in Supabase, and Supabase along with the few tools like we will be deploying in Vercel. Because why I'm choosing Vercel out of other tools at the moment is like Vercel gives us free hosting platform, and also it's easy convenient for to host V0, like V0 is a wrapper by Vercel itself, so it is easier to deploy our code, and even if we got any errors, V0 will be solving the errors. And what we have to do in Supabase is initially we need to sign into Supabase database, and also we need to create an organization in order to create a database. I'll be showing an organization. Along with the organization, we need to create a database. And also, in database, while choosing a region, mostly choose a region in the US. Like if you're deploying in Vercel, make sure you choose database deployment server in the US region, any part of the US region, in order to decrease the distance between the database and the fetching of the true APIs. So let's jump into Supabase and let's create a database. I guess I'll be showing each and everything right now. Okay. Once you sign into Supabase, I'll show how to create a project. Okay. We just go into the Supabase here and just choose any of the project out here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's come back and we choose any organization. Okay. Let's create a project. Like I already created an organization. And inside the bookstore, I have previously worked on a project. So we'll be creating a shoe store here, or else if you want to create a new organization, you can do by just going here. You can just go here and add like organization settings, and you can create a new organization out here. And yeah, I'm using the previous of my one, and we can shoe store, and also I'm using default password which I used for previous ones. And here you can see region. What I mentioned before, like we need to host any of the like in US regions. So I'll be taking US East or something region, and let's create the project out here. Yeah, we have created our database. We have created we created a database. We not added any tables and also anything out here. Even we not created any authentication, anything we out here. So in meanwhile, let's come back to our site, and it's being it's being on running out there. It's generating the code, and let's come back. And see, once we generated the code and once we integrated with the code, I'll be showing how the V0 how we are going to deploy the code. Initially, from the document which we generated, we will be preparing our website and developing our website whole, and afterwards we'll be deploying using Vercel. And afterwards, if you want to link to any of your domain, you can just link to Vercel itself. Like you can also add in Vercel and also add your domain to Vercel, and like you can link the code code to your domain. And afterwards, if you want to do SEO for the AI generator websites, initially you need to, while creating the pages itself, like in this step, you can create meta tags, and also make sure create a sitemap. I guess a sitemap or like a pretty sure, I guess those who know about SEO, they can know about SEO, like a sitemap. These all can be generated will be generated by Visual itself. No need to worry about that. And once you generate with the sitemap and go to Search Console of Google Search Console, and there you just add like after linking your website to domain, you cannot directly you cannot directly use Vercel.app domains to such console, because it requires you to add it to the main server. But using sitemap.xml, which you after linking to your domain, you can just go to head to such Google console, and there you can just link your sitemap, and your such console will start having uh, uh, CTRs from Search Console itself. Google will make sure to generate search from Google Console. Yeah, let's come back to and see like what. Okay, almost all the honors pages are generating, and okay. I forgot to say one more thing. Like while adding, just create new project, because Sometimes we are need to use different databases for that. So I just created a new project out here using here you can create a new project. This is our generating our project out here, and I'll show like how V0 interface looks like. So you can see the interface out here. Here you can this is a command prompt interface where you can what's going on. So let's do with this. And here you can see the settings button where you can add our environment variables and integration tools. Here you can add environment variables. See, it will ask at the moment it will ask like a yeah. We need to run few table okay. Now our website was got ran and you can see the error out here. The error seems to be I did not added any like IPS from Supabase to the V0 generated website. Now what we have to do is like you can see the command like two files out here. Previously when initially when I given the command I told to generate I told to Versal to also generate the SQL codes to make sure the tables execute. Just that out to here and here you can see like general yeah, or using autism. Just copy this command and just go to Supabase. Here you can see a tool called SQL editor. Head out there and just create a new snippet out here. Just execute the code which generated by V0 out there. Just run that. So automatically it will create all the database schema for our website. So you can and next one, there is one more thing firstly just sample products we are executing this. Yeah, this is the first sample products. Okay. Now I'll show how our schema of our website looks like. Let's go to our database. Just a minute. Yeah, here you can see. This is our database schema. Just everything generated by wrapper or V0 wrapper itself. And let's add out the tables. And next, in my second prompt, I added few products, right? So let's check out here. Go to here, and you can check I added few products there, right? So you can check the products which I have added along with, and images can be changed based upon the time and also spared and also the type, brand, and everything says and also stock quantity of future and everything over there. And now what we have to do is we need to link. Here you can see we don't got any environment variables out here. So what we have to do is uh, just go with fix with V0. Usually what we will be doing okay, it's just it is making sure to generate the environment file. If you're if you want to check your code once you done with the V0 wrapper, once you want to download and if you want to run the code in your system, we need to use the environment files, right? So the V0 wrapper is generating the code of the environment variables to add our databases. So let's just wait for a moment and it is just generating the code. In meanwhile, I'll show few buttons out here. See, here you can see a couple of buttons. These are called project settings. So integrations in the sense like if you want to add any databases or else like other few I'll just show. Okay, I guess there is a lag. Yeah, you can see here. If you want to add any backend, you can utilize this all. And next you can check environment variables. Here we'll be adding at the moment all the environment variables of Supabase. Usually when we are deploying in Vessel, we must make sure not add .env file because it will leave an existing of your API keys to the users. They can visibly see that. And now you can see it's just a basic version of our website. Okay. Just copy these two names. I'll show what is the use case of these. Just copy these both. Yes, I generated our basic website. You can see just basic version of our website. Okay. What we need to do is or else delete the, we need to just in order to make sure just go to environment variables I just copied two names before, right? Uh, just copy those names. I'll be sharing in comment box also. Remember, just add next public Supabase URL. Just here, copy that, and I'll show just go to Supabase database. These are the two API keys which we are using. This is the URL of our Supabase. Just add here and click on save. Yeah, one environment variable has been added. And next one is copy the it's called anon key or like a API key you can just call. Just add the key out here. Previously we added Supabase URL, right? Now we will be adding anon key and type save. Yeah, you may ask why you told us to create environment file and now you're adding in project settings. See, when you're adding environment file, environment file needs to be added only in local environment. In if you want to deploy your website in some in in deployment stage, in production stage basically, you need to hide your environment variables and it should not be in files. So that's why I'm creating up environment variables in a. Now you can see the basic version of our website, name, source store, home. Let's check the products. Yeah, these are the products which were what you say have been coming from database. And you can see the view when view details. You can see the sizes and everything. And let's check with the authentication right now. We need to create an account, right? So let's create an account. Okay. Let's ask Google to suggest a password. Yeah, it suggested a password. Let's go with that. And let's create an account. See, here you can see account created successfully. Please secure your email to verify. Even it's popping up the uh, notifications. There is an error here. I'll show I'll say what is the error caused there. Let's go to Gmail. Yeah, you can see that we need to confirm our sign up over here. It's just reforwarding the some other site, no problem. But we have done our authentication. Let's go and check in the database. Whether we add see you can see out here authentication is storing in database. Now let's sign in and check with our credentials which we created before. Yeah, signed in successfully. We successfully signed in here. I guess now you can see what we have done. And here we need to redirect the page and right now we are just using basic template and you can see the UI is pretty well good compared to few other. And let's check the adding the ordering the product from our website. Okay, just go with the let's see the view. Okay, it's just $84. So let's add it to the cart. Yeah, we added the cart and let's check whether the product the shoe has been added to the shopping cart. Now let's check here you can change these all things in the in the code itself. You can edit the code. You can edit the code from here if you need any code anything. And let's check out progress to checkout. Yeah. Now it's loading the checkout page. Here we can fill the details and all the we can fill all the details out here. Let's create something like a rot like a rotation. Let's just use some rogan at the rate gmail.com, and for address we'll use something G30 Go 30 city. We will be using Eagle Eagle, and name on card we'll be using something like a Roman card number. Let's use something. Just you added basic of the cities, and let's place the order. It's processing. Yeah, it's order we need to connect gateway out here. We need to get the gateway and the order was confirmed here. And let's go to orders and check whether our order is added to order. See, you can see my order has been added to the has been added to my profile. Okay, let's head over to database and check whether our product has been added in database or not. Let's go to database and go to table editor, and we need to go here to orders. Yeah, you can see the order has been confirmed, and you can see the shipping address and payment method which we have used and payment status, and everything got updated here. Now let's get back to and my website seems to be basically working out here. So you can just say that it's just a basic website which we generated at the moment. Now you can see the UI. The UI is pretty dull and boring, right? We need to add some UI components here. So I'll now I'll show a website called 21st.dev. This is a website where you can find the components which can be used directly in the agents or AI wrappers itself. Now you can see any other components. Let's see let's start out the components out here. You can see different components here. Let's see. Let us take a basic component out here. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Let us take this header for nav got and just what we need to do here is okay something pop. We need to just type some so there is some error in that notification. See, you can see a copy. Just type on copy prompt. It will be asking which wrapper you're using. I'm using V0, right? I'll just copy prompt. And now you can see this. Now let's head back to our website. And here is a website arrow. To select the code. And let's just choose out here. Just type that and add the code here. Boom, done. Now again, the V0 agent will start, and it will be adding the nav. You can see just what I have done. I just copied the component from 21st.dev and I brought it to the V0 and I have it in the I added in the V0. See, you can see my component which we added has been added out here. We just choose that. So you can see there are few changes to be made out here. And you can see now. Let's go with the deployment of our website. Once we generated with the website and once we are satisfied with the UI, let's go ahead. Let's just go here to publish and just go with deploy to production. Yeah, here you can see it is deploying. You may ask like why I'm using V0 like better than other wrappers. See, V0 has been like I've seen V0 has been developing the like has been giving me good UI, and also the components which you V0 provides, and also the existing environment while deploying makes V0 stands out than the other wrappers personally which I felt. See, our website has been deployed. Now let's go back and check out. Here you can see all our sign up and everything. Let's go with this. We not created that page and everything like our sign in has been done. Let's check out another page. Let's copy this and let's go to the browser. You can check in another browser also we can able to see our code and sign in page. But here seems to be while after deploying, we faced one issue we seems to have we are not able to access the sign in page, right? Let's go back and check what in our production once after changing number we yeah after changing number I see we are not able to so let's I want to go back to my previous version. Just delete the message. Let's just delete the message. Once we delete the message, we'll be going to our previous version. Now let's check with we are able to let's sign out. In this version, we can see we are able to do with this. Let's publish this this version of our website. Basically, what in previous version which we deployed, you can see in sign in page there was a the text boxes seems to be missing because of the layout issue. You can see the products and this time so yeah, the deployment. Let's go with this in again. Let's check with that. Yeah, now it seems to be working. And let's add our previous credentials over here. Okay, let's sign in here and let's check whether in the version which we added previously. So you can see that the database is fetching properly. And now let's add from browser. Let's add another product. Let's be okay. Let's order size 11 quantity. Let's add 3. Add to cart. Okay, we added to cart. Now let's add to cart. Here you can see proceed to checkout. Let's proceed to checkout. Okay, no problem in availability. Let's add something. Let's place an order. Yeah, order placed successfully, and you can see like a status paid. Basically, once we have payment integration, we'll be related to payment gateway and continue shopping. Let's go to orders and check out. Let's see, both the orders have been showing. Let's go to database and check like we need to refresh, right? So let's go back and come back to orders. Yeah, you can see both the orders have been visible out here. And now you can see like our website have been deployed, and also see this domain. It seems to be boring. Like the domain seems to be something vast, right? If you want to change the domain, just go to our project which we published. Just say click on view on version. Once this is a version interface open deployment. Just a minute. Once we like here, you can see view like deployed with V. You can see we have been deployed with V0. Just go to here, and you can see settings out here. Go to setting, head out to settings, and there you can see domains. And there you can edit the domain, existing domain, or you can add like let's add shoe. Like, what is the name? Soul store, right? Let's add soul store dot Versal dot app production environment save. Okay. Now, like our Versal dot app has been saved. Let's check in another browsing. Let's go to this and let's check out here. See, the domain is accessible with the now. You can see that. Okay. Now you can see like if you want to add sign in with Google, there is an error popping up like unsupported provider is not enabled. It means in database we haven't configured sign in using sign in with Google. For that, let's head back to website and let's go back. And here you can see uh, authentication, right? Let's head out to authentication. There you see sign in providers. Go to sign in providers and downside, let's go to Google. Here you can see the Google and just enable with sign in with Google's. Here we are having three different like two different text boxes. Well, like there is a call client IDs and client separate secret for one. To generate this, we need to head out to just type in Google like Google auth keys. Now you will be seeing an website called Google or 2 access Google API keys. Just go to there and here will be ask redirect to Google. You can see like uptime go to Google API Council. Now we are going to Google API Council. Once we are into Google API Council, okay, let's create here using this mail itself. Create like the step, create a project, and or else like just go to here. You can just configure consent and basically we need to give a what do you say? We need to add our website name. Let's soul store. Let's create soul store. We need to create our website credentials, and we need to add in like initially we need to go with external testers, and then afterwards we need to add email and finish. Let's continue with it. Let's create project. See, basically, in order to get work, we need to create a project, and afterwards, once we create a project, we need to go with the auth creation. So let's create an auth client out here. And application type, we need to choose web application, and web client, some we can add here anything. Add URL. Here in URL, let's go to Supabase. Once you enable, you will get a callback. So copy this, paste it in the place of either in not in this redirect URLs. Yeah, add it in the redirect URLs. Now create. These are the client ID. I'll copy this and paste in client ID. And next client secret. Copy this and paste it in the client secret. Now save. Once you have saved, it will be enabled. Let's set out and check with the continue with Google. See, automatically now it's asking us to sign in with Google. Now you can see like localhost here. After signing in, it is redirected to some other local host something, right? For that, we need to go back to database, and again we need to go to sessions out here. Just a minute. Not sorry, multi URL configuration. Here you can see this is the URL right now, which is redirected to there. Now, what we have to do is like we need to give our source store vessel.app URL out here, and it should be in HTTPS format. Like now, then we'll be adding save changes. Okay, let's come back and let's verify out here. And then it takes a bit to update. I guess automatically it will load. Yeah, you can see it created a profile. Let's go to profile and check our profile, profile and everything there. And let's check whether my authentication has been done using Google or not. See, you can see I'm an authenticator provider through Google. Similar way, you can just create for GitHub also. I guess you like the video. I'll end my screen share now. Yeah. I hope you've seen the video from the starting, and now you can be able to create your own website. And if you are able to create your own website, just share the link of your website which you are created provide, and also share the few features what is your website contains, and also make sure to subscribe my YouTube channel and also follow me on Instagram to get more day-to-day updates on